So, as it may turn out, we are not so much now testing for an agonistic challenge, a gigantomachia. Of the gigantes versus the Olympians. I guess that's on hold because there seem to be two ethoses in this political environment. There are two psychoanalytic ethoses. Scratch that. Fuck the two ethoses. I'm gonna Auerbach that painting. So when the paint builds up, Auerbach scrapes the painting. I don't know where he throws the paint. Where's he paint it? Where's he throw the paint? And then the studio turns into the real objet d'art. Now then, what were we saying? Something about the gigantomachia and the gigantes and the Olympians. And who was buried under the earth? Who buried who, truly? Somebody buried somebody. But there is no gigantomachia if there's only one gigante that shows up. And if there is a bullhorn, if there is an air horn, if there is a call to prayer, if there is an air raid siren on a Friday night, yes, Williamsburg. Williamsburg here is the capital of Israel. Because they're non-Zionist. They're not Zionist. Actually, look, if you're from the Satmar dynasty up here with South Williamsburg, there are many nuances to the Satmar dynasty, and only those who know. Okay, so in case there is a dialectic where only one side shows up for the fight, then there is a demand. So there is a demand for dialectic, and then there's a demand for what? Knowledge. God damn it, U.G. Krishnamurti, right? What did U.G. Krishnamurti say when he climbed the mountain and sat down in front of Ramana Maharshi, who was drinking a glass of milk and then kind of turning the pages through a comic strip? Now, Ramana Maharshi, I don't know. It kind of sounds like a bunch of Hallmark cards from my perspective, but this one always stuck with me. UG supposedly was a teenager, and he climbed up Arunachala, if that's how I'm supposed to pronounce it, and he went to Ramana Ashram. Ramanashram. Man, he sat in front of Ramana Maharshi. This is what? Well, Ramana died in like 1950 or 1951? Jesus, how old was UG? How old was UG? When was he born? Was this in the mid-40s? Is that when this is happening? That's kind of crazy. I digress. No, I don't. That was perfectly non-digressive. We're talking about Upasapala. I'm going to butcher his name. He wouldn't care. He wouldn't care, so I don't care anyway. Of course I care. I don't butcher the name of a fellow traveler or anyone else. Where is it? Oh, UG. See, I hide things from myself. I'm so good at it. Oh, UG. Well, about to throw in the towel here unless it just jumps out at me. I probably yanked it. Did I put it here? Oh God, this would be so anticlimactic. Well, now what was the thing that I was looking for? I can Google it. Oh, just his name. I wasn't looking for anything but his name. So UG. Machilipatnam, India, born July 9th, 1918. Sure enough. Yeah. We are indeed to believe that he hung around Ramana Maharshi. Upaluri Gopala Krishnamurti. Upaluri Gopala Krishnamurti. Gopala is very important. Gopala. Bengali. No. Yes. No, we need the disambiguation. Not Gopala the first. Not Gopala the first. Just Gopala. Plain old Gopala. Anyway, so that's the point. If I'm going to remember the name, see, I'm not. Upaluri, Uppaluri, Upaluri. Professor Upaluri. He sits in front of Ramana and he says, "Give me what you have. Can you give me what you have? Teach me what you know." And Ramana looks up and says, "Yep. Okay, I can teach it to you, but can you take it?" All right. Ooh, fancy. Fancy. However, there are all sorts of ways of entertaining the truth of this puzzle. Could it very well be, is it possible, in fact, that there is something that you cannot give up, even though you say you think that you want to learn? You think that you would really want to learn. But what if there's like 40% of your brain that's just like pure excess baggage that you keep hanging on to for God knows what reason, because it represents some kind of stability to you. You think it's some kind of foundation, or that it represents like the stability of your life. Which is incorrect. That is not the stability of your life. It's almost little more, the model of your own identity, your own identity predicates. They're little more than some kind of momentary fixed hallucination that you happen to indulge in here and there. The rest of your behavior is purely pragmatic, reactive, and or aggressive, depending on your temperament. And then you kind of flash these little moments of these kind of identity predicates in your mind, and now how do you use that? How do you use it? Is it a question? Is your identity, does it hit you as a question, or does it hit you as something, oh yeah, I remember what I am? Because I'll tell you, it's the latter where the risks are. The former, not as many risks. Very hard to go wrong if you're asking questions. But once you start wondering who you are and searching for stable touchstones and anchors of support, binding variables and stuff to get a foothold, you can think, oh, well, at least I know who I am because I have a flickering stroboscopic mental representation of some fixed points, some fixed representation, simplistic fixed representations of my identity. But how can this flickering stroboscopic mental image of like, oh yeah, that's who I am, like, oh yeah, wait, am I a donkey or an elephant? Oh, that's right, I'm an elephant. Elephants are more noble than donkeys. Donkeys are asses. Oh, I'm an elephant, right? And elephants did you know that elephants, they mourn their dead? They have funeral processions. That's a good reason for me to be an elephant. See, I remembered why. Remembered why I'm an elephant. No. No. Testosterone plus language equals no. Yeah. Kind of like that. Well, but judgment's judgment. You can't do thought without judgment, so here's some judgments. Here are some judgments. Stable, fixed identity predicates over and over and over again. Hamster wheel repetition. Remind yourself over and over and over again. Beat yourself over the head with whatever you beat yourself over the head with over and over and over. Hamster wheel, nervous ticks. I mean, this energy is just trapped. People. Yanas, it's trapped. I mean, you just go to a bookshelf, open a book, and just do fucking I Ching Oracle, and just pick a word, pick a sentence, pick anything. You gotta open up. You gotta. Hamster wheels apparently operate in multiple that was a slip. Dimensions, multiple dimensions, and it really is true. Just when you thought you got one dimension nailed down, you seem to get the revenge of 3 more get loaded on top. So it seems to jump from like 3 to 7 to 10 to 14 to 17 to 19. I don't know how it works. 19 dimensions. You get 19 dimensions from 3 from 7. From 7 from 3. 3, 7, 19. 3, 7, 19. And then once you add in, not only is there dimensions, but you have left-handedness and right-handedness, plus 19 dimensions? I thought it was donkeys versus elephant. Now you're talking about 19 dimensions. Including quantification logic, including quantum mechanics, superpositions, superposed eigenvalue distributions, locations merely measured by probability, truth values merely measured by probability. Fun stuff, huh? Oh, okay, so there's two demands. One, the demand for dialectic, gigantomachia. And number two, Ramana Maharshi, God damn it. What is my name? Upaluri? Upaluri? My God damn it, my name is Upaluri Gopala Krishnamurti. You motherfucker, Ramana Maharshi, you tell me what you know. Well, can you not only, so I ask you, now I'm Ramana, now I will ask you, Upaluri Gopala, if that's your real name. Upaluri Gopala Krishnamurti. Is that Krishnamurti or Krishnamurti or Krishnamurti? Because, you know, in India we have variations on this. Did you know that Arunachala Upaluri has some indication about spiders. This mountain is named after a spider. It might even be called Spider's Mountain or Spider Mountain. Upaluri Gopala Krishnamurti. Can you take it? What did I just say? Huh? What did I just say? Well, you were talking about taking it, and whether you were asking me whether I could take it. No! Now, whether or not you can take it, here is your instructions. You are to go home to, where are you from? I Googled it. You are to go home and go find your mother and father, Upaluri Gopala Krishna. Go to your home at Machilipatnam, Madras. Machilipatnam, Madras. I wonder how far he was from the Chennai. Go home, hug your mom, hug your dad, Upaluri Gopala, and meditate on the question of what I had just said that you had missed. I will give you a hint. It has something to do with the place, the geographical place that we are sitting now on Earth. The end. Go away, go home. Thank you for coming.